Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GamestahTV. It is a Tuesday night. If you're surprised it's not Heroes of the Storm on stream right now, well, you'd probably be even more surprised. It's the DarkSTAH Gears of War weeklies, our first week, and in fact our first ever broadcast in 2017, I'm going to say, of Gears of War, because of course we have a fine pedigree of Gears of War broadcasts here at GamestahTV. Back in 2008, yours truly, that's Crisis is my name, broadcast, I did the commentary for a Gears of War grand final at a live LAN setting for the World Cyber Games. That goes way back. A lot of things have changed though, so your expert for the evening is not going to be me. It's going to be none other than Rogie. Good evening, Rogie.
How you doing, Crisis? Glad to be here. Happy to be on board with everything that we're bringing out tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic evening. Really looking forward to it. Of course, it's not necessarily going to be an evening without its hitches and bumps and that sort of thing, but that's okay. We'll work our way through it. Welcome in to all of our 14 viewers for our first broadcast. I'm sure it'll grow as the weeks go by and get the Gears community behind us. So just bear with us when things go wrong with the camera and that sort of thing. But Rogie, we've got a cracker of an evening lined up. I'll just get the bracket up on screen so that everybody can see it, and that's not the bracket, of course. This is the bracket, and for our week one qualifier, we have 6 fantastic teams lining up. We've got Mindfreak, BST Gaming, Captain Deej and his disciples, Rise Against, Trash Tier, and Thunder Down from Down Under, who has a very long name and it's breaking Challenger's bracket, so we'll just forgive them for that now. But 6 teams, which is a great showing for our first night. Really pleased about that, Rogie.
Yeah, I'm really happy. It's got a lot of great names coming out here, a lot of people returning. You can see the Juggernauts, Mindfreak, everyone's going to be vying for their #1 spot. But realistically, these guys are the best in Australia for a reason. So when jumping into a game with them, just look for the brilliance that they'll be displaying tonight.
All right, so of course, they are going to be blue team, right?
Yep, they're going to be the higher seed, gets to choose what faction they want, and everyone likes the COG compared to the Swarm because they like the characters with a little bit of personality, aside to the mindless drones. Right, so expect the higher seed to always be playing the humans.
All right, fantastic, getting that mental edge. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with the way we run things here at GameStar, and what the approach that we're taking with the DarkSTAH weeklies, what we're doing is on a Tuesday night each week, we're going to be hosting 4 rounds of Swiss format, and you can see it there on the brackets. Oh, no, there's only 3 rounds there, so we'll just have to fix that up.
We'll have to take your word for it, Crisis.
No, there you go. We'll fix it up and set it to 4 rounds. There you go, 4 rounds of Swiss format. All the teams that have entered will play in every single round. We'll be featuring 1 match from each of the rounds on screen for you, and the other 2 will be taking place off stream. At the end of each of the rounds, once all of the matches have been completed and the scores have been entered in, the bracket software will generate the next round and we'll choose whichever match we're going to be covering for that next round. So Aggro, if you're listening, shout out to Aggro Tank. Of course, he's our admin for the evening, does great work for us here at GameStar on the admin side of things, and even steps in for some casting duties here and there. You can start the tournament, Aggro, if you want in Challenge and get things underway. And you can also let the teams that are off stream know that they can start. So we'll be kicking into Mindfreak versus Beast Gaming, I suppose it might be. Is how they might want to be known, Rogie. And we're expecting Mindfreak to be pretty dominant.
Yeah, Mindfreak, there's a reason these guys, they've been overseas a few times to play in the American MLG comps because they're our #1 team to represent the APAC region. And there's a reason for that here, Crisis, because these guys are nigh undefeatable. It takes a miracle and then a lot of things to go right for you if you want to take out Mindfreak. And these guys, they very rarely have bad days. Let me just say that. So I'm really expecting them to come in strong and show us just what Gears War is all about. But of course, on the other side, BST, they have a few big names. You have Dead Zone, played on Tainted Minds for a little bit. You've got Desecrate, Bouncing. They've been around for a while. Guns, he's got the highest prestige in the game. Such a very difficult feat to achieve. So all these guys, they're no stranger to Gears of War. It's just going to be whether or not they're a stranger to the best Gears of War they've ever played against.
All right, well, I think we should kick into this game. So send a notification through and, well, we can get ourselves started.
Yep, say the word and I'll start the game.
All right, go for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a step back and press buttons in the background. Rogue is going to be taking you away as your commentator for game number 1 of the DarkSTAH Weeklies, Mindfreak versus Best Gaming.
Look, and coming into this game, the real players to look out for definitely going to have to be Hectic on the side of Mindfreak, along with Travioli, the 2 new additions to the team. Just when we thought this squad couldn't get stronger, any stronger, they added these 2 players on and have just been blown all our expectations out of the water. These guys are great additions to the roster. Of course, on the other side, you've got Dead Zone. Like I said, played for Tainted Mind Guns. He's got that high prestige. Really looking at him to start showing off that prowess that it takes for playing the game. But got to jump on board with our boy Hectic to start things off here, because I imagine he's going to be leading the charge. You can see him top of the leaderboard right there. Such a great player. All right, let's jump on board. Where is he? Where's our boy Hectic? Going to be playing Commando Dom to start things off. For those of you who may not have seen Gears of War before, it's a pretty straightforward game. Kill each other, capture some objectives, but the interesting part of this game is it's first to 210 free hills on the map. Each hill gives you 1 point per second, but if you manage to cap all 3 hills simultaneously, you instantly win the round, and it's the best of 7. Not best of 7, first to 7, best of 13 format, and already we can see things going in. Beric's gonna get the kill onto Vigi Hectic, and a huge 1v1 gets the kill onto Dead Zone, gives him, making it look easy, and Mindfreak off to a bit of a good start here. They are going to be able to cap the B hill. Neutral hill, definitely the hardest one to contest. You can see Mindfreak already, they've smelt the blood in the water, and they want to go for that 3 cap, probably the most efficient way of taking out around here. Jim Bob getting kill on Da Vinci. Hectic going to be making his move up, a huge kill onto Dead Zone once again, and Mindfreak already in control of all 3 hills, and just like that, they're going to take out the first round of the night. Convincing stuff by Mindfreak.
Super fast as well.
Oh yeah.
That action is quite incredible. We spent most of the time there with Hectic, and goodness me, it was frenetic right from the start. Never mind 1v1s, he was ducking into 2v1s and dominating. So that was great fun. All right, on to round 2.
Oh yeah. Now, the losing team is the ones that get to place down a weapon on the map, and you can see BST have decided to go for no weapon being placed down here, so they think they're still confident in their abilities with the Nasher, with the Lancer, to be able to fight their opponents. Jumping on board here with Travioli, he's going to be kind of sitting up back with the Lancer, providing the support that his team needs. You can see what he's doing here, very interesting stuff. He goes for the Lancer support first, then gets the kill second. Mindfreak, you can tell straight off the bat, their goal in this is not winning points. It's going to be winning from 3 kills, so they don't need those points right away. They prefer the extra bit of damage. They prefer the map control. Travioli gets those shots in, gets the heal, and now he's going to be rotating back with Jim Bob to go for a play on the 1 hill, the A hill. They've already capped B and C. Next logical step, but you can see on the side of BST Gaming, they're going to be going for some sort of defense here. Jumping on board with Da Vinci. He's sitting up on table right now. Got 2 members of the COG in his side. Dead Zone going to be going for a flank onto Jim Bob. Don't know if he'll be able to get it. He does go down, and Jim Bob wins a crucial 1v1. Turns on him just like that. Travioli gets the meat shield, and it's looking pretty grim for BST Gaming as the floodgates have opened, and here come Mindfreak screaming into the A hill. They need someone to go for an overextension for that vehicle. Can they break it in time? Looks like they will, just in the nick of time. Oh, but unfortunately it's not for very long, as Virix is able to win the 1v1 against Bouncing. So, another great round by Mindfreak, really showing us how to capitalize on a few advantages here and there that allow you to get that 3 cap.
Yeah, loving that pickup of the player hanging back and providing a sort of strafing cover and then backing off to pick up the point. Very clever.
Yeah, really just showing that you don't need to be in the thick of the fight to be effective. But let's have a look at someone over on BST Gaming side. I want to jump on board with Dead Zone. He's kind of leading the charge here, tip of the spear for his team all the way at the front. Got his smoke grenade out now. The smoke grenade, when connecting, does do a kind of AoE field of stunning them before giving that plume of smoke to deny vision. Dead Zone the 1v1, but you can see Verix is going to make that a 2v1. Dead Zone smart, wide, backs off, but does that leave his team vulnerable? Pulls out the Lancer to get the support fired down, should be getting a lot of shots, gets one of those members down. Can they move up and capitalize? No one has the B-Hill just yet. Two members actually down here. I forgot to mention, Shock Grenade was the weapon placed this time around the BST Gaming. Now the Shock Grenade provides a kind of zone controlling effect that anyone that enters that gets takes immense damage and also gets CC'd. Dead Zone 1v1 against Travioli, gets the kill onto Jim Bob. Can he find the kill onto Trav? No! Trav secures that one, secures his home hill, and now B, the only hill left for Mindfreak to take a very interesting position that the Swarm squad of BST have found themselves in. They pretty much have lost both the home hills now and have to defend the neutral. If Mindfreak can go for like a double-pronged attack here, it's going to be very difficult. Desecrate kind of on that forward line here, defending against a COG invasion. Time looks like it's running out, but can they get a break onto C? Dead Zone gets a huge kill with guns. Travioli Virus goes down. This could be paramount if they will be able to retake map control, getting Lancer from the table up the top. This is beautiful rotations coming through from BST Gaming. They are going to be able to overextend, get control of the C hill, but it's only Dead Zone. They're getting the domination, but they are going to retreat just in time. The hill isn't worth your life, especially when the respawn times are a little bit longer. Once we're at that round 3, Dead Zone, unfortunately, the overextension doesn't pay off. He goes down, and this could be the break that Mindfreak needed. They have the A hill back in their control. They have the B hill in their control. 3 members down for BST Gaming. This could be very, very bad if Mindfreak want a day from Telstra and Bergs along with Jim Bob have control of the C hill. And I think it may be over for round number 3. The Swarm are swarming in as their name implies, but that's going to be 2 down. A third one coming through as Dave from Telstra picks that one up. Jim Bob gets the 4th. That's an ace, and that's the 3rd round going to Mindfreak.
All right,
how's everything going on our end?
We've just had a little bit of feedback about levels, so we'll just see. I've done a bit of fiddling about with that. If the Twitch chat can just let us know how that's going. And I
think the stream title as well needs to be updated.
Oh, that's
while we're on a little bit of a tech break here.
There you go.
A little bit of a breather.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Thanks for that, Tyler Katz. Got to fix the camera each round. So I assume that's not the KL thing. It's the actually selecting a player.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
So, like, yeah, follow cam is kind of disorienting, so best place to have it is in that POV format. Let's jump on board. Who's the big play here? It's Jim Bob. 11 kills already in the double digits. Got to jump on board with him right now. Rocking that Black Seal JD, the esports themed character model. Oh my god, he's going to get stuck in the corner. He gets down immediately. Can BST Gaming capitalize this and get the kill? He's going to be calling back to his teammates. Virix is there to help him out. Da Vinci and Bouncing trade 1-for-1 at the moment. Now Jim Bob's going to be showing us some excellent movement trades with Dead Zone. Don't see that very often. Virix is going to go for the overextension to the A hill. Looks like he's found guns completely unaware. Gets a huge shot in the side. He goes down, providing him with that meat shield. A and C, once again, in control of Mindfreak here. They're playing a lot of focus on those home hills, and this is looking bad because it doesn't seem like anyone on the side of BST Gaming know how to play this particular strategy. They're just going to funnel all their forces into that A hill and try to retake it. But is that spreading their forces too thin? Does that completely open up the B hill here? Virix doing God's work right now, getting shot after shot. Ravioli providing backup here, then gets a huge turn on the Dead Zone. This is looking bad, but Gun's in a positive position to go huge. Can't find Virix. It's a 1v1. It looks like Mindfreak. They get all 3 heals, but Virix doesn't cap the A hill, and the B hill has been broken. Over to the B hill. Who do we have there? Desecrate and moving in with the rest of the swarm to try and secure that, but Hectic gets a nice give. He's got his pistol out, just going to go wide, ensure that he can't get one shot here. Now, the B hill. Shouldn't get capped up here. Don't see any way that the Swarm can break it. They're going to have to fight on that A hill, and they get it as well. They get the kill onto Virix, but here comes Travioli, gets the meat shield. A little bit more, he's got the backup though. This is going bad. Guns falls bouncing. I don't think he's going to get there in time, especially not when the all 3 members of Mindfreak are just watching that entry feed.
Well, a lot of exchanging of hands of each of those hills throughout there. Swarm hanging on by the skin of their teeth for an absolute age. But in the end, Mindfreak dominating them. Shout out to Dancing Lima, who said, sorry, you're a little loud, Rogie. So I've turned you down even more. Hopefully that sort of comes right. I might just turn the game sounds up a little bit as well. If
chuck myself down to about 70% here.
No, you don't need to do that. I got a mixer here that's turning you down. So
beautiful.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Should be. And
that's the beauty of having a producer on the show. I don't have to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, who's some of the heavy hitters on the side of BST right now? Desecrate, he's doing work. He's got 5 kills, and you got to remember these guys are a newly formed squad. They haven't been around the block too often, going up against the God Squad that is Mindfreak. So any kills you can steal off these guys is imperative. And remember, this being the current Swiss format, every round is important as well. So going down, send 2, not necessarily a bad thing against Mindfreak here, so if they are able to get themselves a round or 2, that could be huge stuff. Flame grenades, it looks like they're just going for the all grenade weapon strat being placed on the map here, as the losing team does get dibs on what weapon they want to put down. Not having the confidence to put any power weapons down. Something we see a lot of newer teams tend to fall victim to is placing down just grenades, not actual any power weapons. And it's not a good thing. It really is. You want to make sure you have spots on the map you can play for, spots on the map you can fight for to give you those advantages. Because if you're actually winning your fight and you're getting grenades, they're not the most impactful weapon. So I do want to see if they get a little bit further in this to maybe put down a boom shot, maybe put down the Ember Rifle, and use those power weapons to pull ahead here. As you can see, once again, it seems like this is a trend going on right now. Is BST, they found themselves just completely trapped in that B hill, while the rest of Mindfreak just have complete control of the rest of the map.
Well, it does seem to be kind of delaying things and buying them a little bit of time to stay alive. And I guess they're hoping that they can pick up a pick and from there roll out and pick up either the A or C side.
And keep in mind, it is round 5, so the respawn time is about 18 seconds. At the moment, so if they are able to get a few picks like you mentioned, it can be huge, but oh no, it looks like Mindfreak are the ones who actually find 2. There should be a free B hill for them. Let's Desecrate. Not deep, looking to make a play, looking to get in there, bounce and tries the onto Dave himself with a huge turnaround coming out of Dave, finishes him off. They get control of the C, they get control of the C back, and it looks like that's round 5 going over to Mindfreak. Oh no, as I say that, they get back to the C hill. Huge stuff by Da Vinci and Co. He needs to come up to the huge and defend it, but Dave Recovery's Lancer is on point, and it's even better when you have 2 bomb health out here. First one against Guns on 40 Guns, this is wall down the coast as well. Allows body him on the spot here, doing God's work right now. Shot after shot. Dave tells him with dead zone. Wow! W behind one, and it's here by the giant sirens going off. That means that Mindfreak are 10 seconds away from winning the game, and of course they have 2 hills, so actually 5 seconds. They are going up 2 at a time, and once it hits 2:07, you know you're done because it takes 3 seconds to break a hill. But round 5 is Mindfreak.
Well, Swarm really starting to, the Swarm team, sorry, BST, really warming themselves up, getting themselves into this game and putting some roadblocks up. So they're not yet winning rounds, Rogie, but they're showing positive signs of at least being able to hold the onslaught and force Mindfreak to go the full distance before they win the round.
Look, I think that's the main thing to take away from this. You saw those first few rounds, they were very easy 3 caps from Mindfreak, but now it's forcing Mindfreak to play a little bit slow, a little bit calculated, not go for those risks. So it definitely does take a little bit of time to read your opponent's strategies, and especially their movement, which plays such a pivotal role in this game. So understanding your opponent, not as also understanding your allies, is just imperative to success here. And I think after this, Mindfreak probably going to win this series. 7-0, I'd imagine. It's very rare that teams take rounds off Mindfreak these days. But of course, being the Swiss format, BST will have another chance at versing another losing team here. So really excited to see how the rest of their night goes for them. Because this one, we can always chalk it up to, alright, we're going versing Mindfreak, to kind of crash this out strategy. And look for the flaws that Mindfreak make apparent. The drop shot has been placed as a power weapon this time around. Ravioli getting 2 kills with that huge stuff. Jimbo gets dead zone with the Incendiary. And just as we praise BST Gaming for a great play here, they are going to lose the 3 cap. Very short rounds.
Yeah, Casters cursed them, man.
It really is.
Yeah. Oh, well, 6-0. Maybe they can dig deep and make the 7th a bit more hard work for Mindfreak. They've been, I don't know, that mid-game, sort of rounds 3, 4, 5, they really seem to be lifting themselves up.
Well, this is the time to do it. It is half-time, so it's switching sides. That means the hills are going to be in 3 different locations. All the weapons have been removed off the map, and respawn times reset back to 10 seconds. So this is where things start to get interesting. Some teams, they're not so good on the first side of the map, and then when the second half comes around, that's where kind of their dojos lie. So, jumping on board with Desecrate, gets a huge hit on the Fury to open things up. This is what they needed, but Jimbo answers back with one of his own. Already Mindfreak in control of both their home and their neutral hill. Desecrate wanted to go for a play on the home hill, kind of questioning it. He does have backup, but we have X-ray vision, so we know Mindfreak does as well. Vera trying to find a way in. Desecrate can't land the shots. Ravioli, best support player in the game, it seems. He's always in the right spot at the right time, getting down the appropriate lance support. But here comes Rick. He wants to make the play. He wants to do it. Desecrate gets him with the hugest up A of 2017. Puts him in his place. As Desecrate picks up a double. Desecrate. He does it again. Travioli falls. This man is going off right now. Huge stuff. This could be the round that BST Gaming needed to get themselves back into their decapping their eagle. They just need this 1, 2 seconds. Here come Mindfreak, more players screaming, and I think they've done it. I think they've done it. No! Just in time, Mindfreak get it. They break it. 3 members of BST Gaming go down. They lose the D, they lose the E, and all signs of hope seem to be fleeting away as 4 members down. And you can see Mindfreak, they're running all 5 straight at that F-hill. That's how quick escalation turns on its head. They're just about to win now. They're just about to lose. But here comes the last ditch effort for BST Gaming. They have members alive. Denzel gets the first kill on the Travioli, but Dave from Telstra takes him out, and I think that's going to be a Mindfreak. Should take this a clean 7-0, but that last round was down to the wire.
Well, Swarm, it's not Swarm, BST Gaming
BST.
coming so close. They're almost taking a round off the #1 team in Oceania.
Yeah.
And they can take, I think, a lot away from that. They'll be picking up the VOD, I'm sure, and looking at what they can improve.
Oh, Desecrate just went off. Put this guy in those small corridors where you can just see him fighting, like using his cover to his advantage, kind of just holding the area, and that guy, he's the player to look for. So really expecting their next few games, Desecrate and Dead Zone, to be the heavy hitters on that team. But of course, Mindfreak, no surprises there. These guys, they're the best in Oceania for a reason. Hectic and Jimbo putting up huge results time and time again. It was funny, back in the day when Alpha Sydney had a very competitive team in Gears War, it's actually Hectic leading that squad, and him and Jimbo constantly challenging each other for these like supreme lords of the movement and the accuracy. But now that they're on the same team, it really seems that no one can stand in their way. But once again, congratulations to Mindfreak for a swift 7-0, and really excited to see where BST Gaming go from here.
So one of the things that we like to do here on GamestahTV is any match that appears on stream, we like to award an MVP, nominate an MVP from the match. And what we'll be doing throughout the DarkSTAH series, Rogi, is every match MVP gets added to an MVP list, and at the end of the series we'll be doing a draw, and we haven't quite decided just yet what the MVP is going to win, but it's usually something like $20 of Steam voucher, or I guess that sort of thing. So let's open up the MVP listings for Gears of War here on GamestahTV, and let's take your recommendation. Who would you award the MVP to?
It's a real tough choice because Dead Zone got so many good double kills that kept their hopes alive. But in the end, Hectic, he's just always the player to watch out for. You really got to give it to Hectic right now, being able to get himself in the thick of a fight, taking the low percentage fights and coming out ahead. You just can't look past him.
All right, fantastic. Well, happy for it to go Hectic's way. A bit more feedback in Twitch chat about the levels, so we'll make adjustments for the next match, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to go to a short break while we wait for the other matches to complete and get scores entered in and that sort of thing. But we'll be back in just hopefully in 5 minutes' time with round number 2 from the DarkSTAH Gears of War weekly series presented by Darksighted and GamestahTV. Stick around. We'll be right back.